head football coach Bob Stoops and Dean Blevins for 60 action-packed minutes of thrilling highlights and an in-depth look at last week's game, plus a preview of the Sooners' upcoming game. All this and more on Sooner Football 2001.
Welcome to Sooner Football 2001. Dean Blevins along with Bob Stoops. And Bob, an excellent football game yesterday up in Lincoln, 20-10 loser.
That's right, Dean. It was a very well-played game. Very proud of our staff and players, the way they competed in that game, and really have no reservations going back through the tape. We really had a good plan. Players played hard, played well, and we needed to play better. We needed to make a few more plays to have a chance to win that game. So, the credit goes to Nebraska for making the plays that made a difference in the end. And we're awfully close in a lot of cases, but that's the difference between winning and losing. Sometimes it is the narrowest of margins. You've got to be able to convert on some of those plays to win. And we realize that, but we'll come back fighting and compete some more.
Nate Hibble came off the bench, played well for you. Jason White, the starter, went out with a knee problem. What's the status of Jason?
Well, he has a knee sprain that, the degree and how he'll recover from that is something we'll see as we go through this week and next week. Believe that he has a good chance to recover from it and be back, if not this week, probably the following week. So we'll just have to see how that rehabs and how that strengthens. Nate did do a great job coming in, which, again, we knew he would and could, and came in and really finishes the drive for a touchdown, has another great drive and a 2-minute drill at the end of the half to get us a field goal, and really was solid. So, that's something our offense doesn't change with either guy, and our players have confidence in both of them.
Well, it was a loss. You never like to have a loss, and I guess it isn't certain that if you were to win the rest of your games, and certainly what a difficult task that would be. But looking on down the road, there still are some things to play for.
There's a lot to play for, and I think what's really important for our team is to focus first and foremost on winning the Big 12 South and having a chance to compete in the Big 12 championship game and win it. That is, people want to talk whether, Rose Bowl or not. That isn't for us to deal with. Our job is to first and foremost win the Big 12 South and compete for that Big 12 championship and win it. And so that's what we're going to focus on and gear ourselves towards. Everybody else can deal with the rest of it. But I'm sure our players will focus in on that.
So the coaches' poll is out. Oklahoma number 4 there, number 3 in the AP poll. BCS rankings will be out on Monday, but Oklahoma tough with the loss, but still hanging up there near the top. We'll go to first quarter action with a great ball game in Lincoln when we come back on Sooner Football 2001. So the big game around the country. Not only this past weekend, but, Bob, one of the biggest of the entire season. Oklahoma, Nebraska is up there, a beautiful day.
Great atmosphere, great setting, great challenge, and great competition really the entire day. Disappointed we didn't come up with more plays to win the football game. But, again, we'll come back fighting and continue to fight through this year.
If you were at the stadium, you could see nothing but red. So let's go to the highlights. And there was red throughout that stadium, and there's Barry Switzer and Tom Osborne. Bob, a couple guys who've won a few on that turf.
I tell you, it's great to see those guys out there. I got to see Coach right before the game, and he and Coach Osborne, I mean, there's two of the best ever, without a doubt.
Sooners onto the field. It's a 70-degree day. Oklahoma wins the toss, defers. Nebraska receives, will defend the north goal.
Good kick. Good strong kick by Tim to start the day off. Drives it out of the end zone. They start off in that big eye, we call it. Defended well here. Brandon Moore makes the tackle, although they get about 5 or 6, so we're usually a little better than that. Here comes, watch Roy Williams drives through the blocker and makes a big tackle. Great play by Roy. See it again. They're down the line with the option. Roy comes up from the secondary, in deep position, drives through the blocker and makes the tackle. Great play. We got him 3rd and long here now. We come with a blitz, force a quick throw to the flat, and they're not able to handle it. So it's a good, quick 3 and out.
So Oklahoma will get it back. Curtis Fagan on the short run back. Sooners, though, have it in good field position.
Start off with good field position right around the 40. And our first play, we throw an interception. Jason was going for the out route, and Jason throws the ball inside. Antoine slips, and they make a good play, good interception, and they've got the ball now in great field position. Great defense here. Jimmy Wilkerson comes through and gets a tackle for a loss. Jimmy had another big day. Great play by Jimmy. You see him look at the fullback, ready for him to give to the fullback, and then just plays the quarterback.
That'll be a 2nd and 14 at the 29.
Here we go, quarterback run game. Again, Brandon Moore and Jimmy Wilkerson hit that play. Big loss. We're backing them up. We got another blitz on. Great defense there by Derek Strait. Another 3 and out. We force a punt in a difficult situation.
So the Sooners get it back deep in their own territory.
We've had a busted play there. We're trying to run a trap, and we don't communicate properly. And there's an overthrown ball inside to Antoine Savage. Or no, that's Mark Clayton.
This one incomplete. Or it is complete.
It's complete, and Quentin does a great job upfield, and we're just a yard short. You know, we came up a yard short on 3rd down several times in this game, and we've got to be good enough to get it. Poor punt here, Jeff. We got a missed tackle, and eventually Ryan Daniel gets him down, and Jeff didn't hit the ball. We had the wind in this quarter. We needed to hit the ball further to create better field positioning, and we weren't able to do it. Good play there by Rocky Kalmus, and Teddy Lehman with the tackle.
2nd and 9.
There's Roy Williams with the tackle, and we felt it was a fumble. They didn't. And
Felt that after the tape?
yes, but, you know, they have an up-close on it. Our tape isn't always as close as it should be, so you got to trust them.
4th and 6.
They're kicking the ball into the wind, and we don't communicate our hot call to get our guys blocking downfield away from that ball, you know, and Andre's just blocking like he should be, and they, you know, it hits them. There's an incomplete pass to Trent Smith, and here's a nice option play outside to Quentin Griffin. Good running, good 1st down.
That's 18 yards. Oklahoma has it at the 40 after seeing it again.
Good blocking on the edge there by Frank Romero and Antoine Savage, I believe. We got a screen here to Quentin, and just overshoots it a little bit.
2nd and 10, 40-yard line.
There's a blitz from the weak side. We got this isn't a sack. This is a quarterback run play. We had a quarterback draw on right there that they defended well. There's another drop ball. We've got a chance on 3rd down there, and not able to complete the play. They run the fullback up inside, and there's Brandon Moore with a good strong tackle. Here's a belly option. We call a belly option. He follows the fullback in there, and Rocky Kalmus makes a good tackle. 3rd and short. They hit the ball up inside for the 1st down, but still good defense. There they come with another option play, and that's Teddy Lehman with a good tackle on Eric Crouch. 21
net yards for Eric Crouch.
I bet that's probably the lowest he's ever had. And defense was absolutely exceptional, really, the entire day until the reverse pass gets us. Need to be able to defend it. There's a swing pass. Again, great defense, great closing of the ball. Corey Klein's there first, and then a host of other guys get to him. There's an option pass, and they swing a guy out of the backfield and just barely in bounds and makes a good catch. Good strong tackle there by Roy Williams and Rocky Kalmus. Continue to try and work the fullback inside, but the defense continues to be very solid inside. Here's the 3rd down. We blitz, and Roy Williams with the knockdown. Good play there by Roy.
Sooners 1st and 15 after a procedure penalty.
Nice receiver quick play, we call it. He gets the ball real quick and gets it outside right here. Good block by Frank Romero on the edge. Good blocking downfield. Mark Clayton blocking and get the ball upfield for a good game.
Antoine Savage.
Just an inside zone play to Quentin Griffin. We call that a zone play because everybody blocks a zone instead of a man. And you often hear me say that. There's a good pass inside to Antoine Savage. Here's a 3rd and 1. And he's got the option to either sneak the ball or run a play, and we should have ran a play. He didn't have the sneak, and we don't get the first, which we need to on short yardage. That's a play you have to make. And then we get a punt here that we have a poor snap, and Jeff Ferguson makes the most of it and really gets the ball out in good shape. Just a poor snap, and need to be better than that. But still, Jeff recovers and really gets a good kick for that situation.
Well, that looked like it would be just devastating. It ends up inside the 20-yard line, and once again, Jeff Ferguson makes the play. A lot of defense, no score. We come back, second quarter action on Sooner Football 2001. If you appreciate good defense, you enjoyed yesterday's game, and Bob, it started that way for both teams, really, but Oklahoma played very well defensively first quarter.
First quarter, really back and forth. We're fighting for field position, but our defense forced 5 punts in the first quarter against Nebraska. Most of the time, they probably average 5 punts per game, but great defensive battle back and forth. We're fighting for field position. We started off in the hole after the turnover. Defense forced a punt off of that situation, so we're just trying to get the field position back.
All right, let's go back. Second quarter action in Lincoln, tied at 0, and Oklahoma will enjoy getting on the board first here in just a moment.
Second quarter, and start the ball backed up in the 23-yard line. Good blocking up front, good zone play. Again, everyone's zone blocking an area. If I take that back, this is a trap. We got a little trap. You saw us folding one of our linemen inside and pick up a good game. There's a zone blocking where everybody's just blocking one area instead of a man and get a few yards out of it.
Good afternoon for that offensive line, Bob. That was kind of patchwork with several guys hurt.
Really did a good job. Very proud of the way they fought. They gave us a great chance to win. Vince Carter inside. You see there's a true freshman. Howard Duncan. Jared Fields and Jamal Brown shared time at the right tackle position and did well. Here's a good play by Jason looking downfield. And this is a quarterback run all the way. Shows pass, but we designed it to run, get everybody spread out on the run, or the pass, and then take it. And it was a big hole, good game. Another zone, just basic zone run up inside again.
Quentin Griffin averages over 4 yards a carry in the game, 64 total.
This is where Jason gets hurt. He throws the ball to Quentin, and then his leg just gets caught.
How does that happen, Bob, with no one hits him?
Well, it's just your cleats get caught in the turf. That is fake grass, and it grabs more than grass does, and it just twists his knee, and that's where he sprained it.
That is unbelievable on a play like that.
Right there is it's too bad, and it's unfortunate for Jason. Felt like he was really catching a rhythm on this, on this drive, and it came down wrong and got it caught.
And for those who didn't join us earlier, Coach, you thought it was you're told that it's a sprain and he may return, in a couple of weeks?
That's a good possibility. We'll see how he continues to improve. Here's Nate running an option pass, gets in, and he's ready to play. Got a good ball down there, and they grab our tight end, and pass interference gives us a first down. And there's our play up inside. It's, again, like the trap play. We fold our linemen. And here's a fake run and drop it inside to Trent. Good execution. Good pass by Nate and good catch by Trent.
What a start for Nate Hibble, Coach, finishing off this drive.
Came in strong. Good fake, good play action. Puts it up high for Trent, and he goes up after it and makes a great play.
So the Sooners on the board first. Tim Duncan's extra point attempt is good. 7-0. 8 plays, 77 yards, and the kickoff will go down to the 1-yard line, and a return of 19 yards. Roy Williams on the tackle.
Good kick into the wind, and Roy comes up with a good, strong tackle. Brandon Jones down there with him. The toss sweep, and there's Dusty Dvorak, another true freshman in there making the first contact. You see him at nose guard 94, goes down the line, makes a good tackle. Good
Tommy
play.
Harris with an outstanding performance, too, and we'll see Tommy in studio here in a little bit. That position's going to be pretty strong, Bob.
They're both playing very well. Here they catch us on a play-action pass and have a first down pickup. Here's another play-action pass, and they catch the tight end dragging over the middle. Good execution on their part. We weren't far off, but they executed it better than we defended it. Good play here by Derek Strait on the option. He and Brandon Moore for no gain. You see Brandon Moore slow play the quarterback. Doesn't want to pitch it too soon, giving our defensive back time to get up to the pitch.
What was your philosophy going in on Crouch and the option?
They had to take care of him on all their quarterback run game option, and they have a lot of quarterback design plays, and really did a great job executing against that. There's Andre Woolfolk with a good tackle up inside. There's another. This is just a quarterback counter. He's just getting outside and trying to run with the ball. Derek Strait with the tackle. Another play-action pass, and the tight end just works away from us again. Not far off, but they executed it and picked up the first down.
Bob, were they seeing some safety, the safety getting close to the line of scrimmage?
Not
what
really.
were they doing on the tight end play?
It really, actually, on that play, safety was too far off of it. Gave him a little too much room. So we were ready for it. He just broke away from us, and there they just ran a lead up inside. The toss sweep is what set that up, earlier there. They ran a toss and got it down to 3. And just, good execution on their part, and good score for them.
So Nebraska ties at 7 up, and that one good for 9 yards.
Here we're punting into the wind. Here's a return that gets. We have a missed tackle right there. Brandon Moore hustles and gets him down to save the touchdown, but this sets up a field goal for him.
Darren Diedrich for 4.
Yes, the field position after the punts really was also a difference in the game. We didn't punt as well as we normally do, and their return right here is going to get them 3 points. Kicking game's always a factor. Good
First
play
and
there.
10, yeah, first and 10, 17.
Rocky Kalmus coming through with the tackle for loss. Watch Rocky see the seam right there open up and fills it. Great tackle coming up. Trying to rip the ball out. You see him pulling on the ball the whole way down. There they won that quick handoff like we do to the receiver. Good tackle there by Andre Woolfolk.
And it'll be 3rd and 8.
Here they try a receiver screen and defended well. There's Derek Strait making the tackle. Force the field goal. And they make it.
Bad snap, but the hold is good, and Brown makes it 10-7. Nebraska, 6th place, 20 yards. Sooners have it 1st and 10 from the 20.
Again, a quick handoff inside. Trying to throw a corner out there that's covered well. Can't get to it.
Good play here, 3rd and 9.
Nice play over the middle. Throw a curl route to Mark Clayton. Good play. Trying to go up top. And they defend it well. Antoine Savage, they're fighting for the ball, and their defensive back makes a nice play.
Into the wind here, Bob. A little bit of a factor in the game, wasn't it?
Hey, it was. We're going into the wind, and there's another drop ball. Here Nate buys himself some time, gets outside, and get a first down there to Mark Clayton.
That's good for 16 yards on a 3rd and 10.
We're working a 2-minute drill right now. Nice play by Nate on 3rd and 10. Buys himself some extra time scrambling. Throws a good ball in there to Mark.
1st and 10 at the 48. This one will go to Savage.
Again, nice job working away from pressure and throws it away. It was 1st and 10. Good job avoiding the sack. Get rid of the ball. 2nd down. Antoine works open. Nate puts a good ball on him. Got a good drive going here in a 2-minute drill.
32 yards on this one.
Great protection right there and a great throw. Nate sits in there, delivers a good ball. Good execution all around.
Well, there's a good-looking spiral in there. That'll make it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Here's our reverse pass. We got him wide open, and we just can't throw a good ball. Mark just threw the ball off the mark. You watch it right here develop. Throw it to Mark Clayton, and he just hurries his throw. He needs to get his feet set, and the ball's so far inside that Nate has to try and plant and run to it and slips on the turf. So sometimes, again, winning and losing narrows the margins, and that's the play we needed there. needed to score. But he comes back and throws a perfect corner route down to the 2-yard line. And here still we got plenty of opportunities to score. We need to be able to get this ball in the end zone and take the lead. Beautiful throw. Great execution by Josh running the route. Get the ball down to the 2.
First and goal at the 2.
He's trying to punch it in. They stuff us right there. Stuff us right here. And forces us into 3rd down. And they pressure us, and we don't have time to run the correct route, and they get to us. So force a field goal.
What was that route, Bob?
That was just a slant and back out. We were trying to slant inside and work back out. We just didn't have time to run it. And so anyway, we got a field goal out of it, though, and got it tied, but sure would have been good to go in 14-10.
Last play of the first half, intercepted, and Oklahoma has tied this one up 10-10. Vince Carter, Tommy Harris standing by, the big defensive players. Well, I guess Vince is starting center, but a couple of young guys standing by to join us on Sooner Football 2001. Welcome back to the program, Sooner Football 2001. And, Bob, we've enjoyed having some players and coaches on. And these are two guys that I know you feel great about having in the program because they're young and very good players. Tommy Harris here, the nose guard, and Vince Carter, true freshman, the center.
Both guys, true freshmen, Dean, that are playing very good football for us. Wonderful players, wonderful people. They're roommates. We'll see if they won't tell a tale on each other a little bit. But to have at the point of your offense and defense, you have a true freshman center that's doing a great job. And at the point of your defense, at nose guard, you got a true freshman nose guard that are not only playing, but playing very well. And it's good to have these guys. You might, Vince, we'll start with you. What are you learning each week? What are some of the keys that you find, the more you play now, having more experience in each game, what are some of the advantages now the more you've played?
First, probably just learning how to communicate with everybody on the field. That's probably the biggest thing that I've seen as far as the offense being successful, just communicating and just talking to everybody.
You might tell people, why does the O-line have to communicate so much, or what do you say? What are you saying up there to everybody?
First, I call that the defenses, and then I call that like the pass protection, and after the snap, when the defense is they're twisting or doing some stunts or something like that, then I have to tell my guard which way to go, or just point them in the right direction.
Pretty good for a young guy.
That's right. There's a lot of communicating going on. And Tommy, how about for you? What are some of the advantages now that you've played more, and how you're getting comfortable in the system, and how is that helping you?
Well, it's helped me a lot. First, I came out kind of like timid because I was a freshman, and I was trying to play at a freshman level, but Coach Ship told me that I'm not a freshman anymore, so I can see that I can play with the rest of these guys, and I'm just going to take it for what it's worth right now.
Let's take a look at some video of, I think we have some Tommy Harris action yesterday, and pretty physical game, but you certainly held your own.
I don't want to embarrass Tommy, but I believe without question he is the best defensive lineman as a true freshman I've ever seen. And we had some good ones here and in Florida and a lot of places, but he's got a chance to have a tremendous career, and he started off in a great way.
Tell us about the game. You guys contained Eric Crouch really well.
Well, I knew coming out that we was going to have to stop the option, so this week we started off as like a reading front, different than what we ever have done before. Like, we was copying everything. If he steps right, I step right to stop, to run everything east and west. Then second half, Coach Ship just told us to play a regular, like get upfield, and that's when the game turned around for me.
And Vince, Waco, you guys are the Texas guys. How does it feel? You've been welcomed with open arms by the Oklahomans.
Yeah, we have. I mean, I pretty much expected that when I came, because just being around like during the off season and coming to the spring game, I saw how everybody was towards the players, so I knew that we were gonna be welcome.
Now, one last thing, being roommates, okay? who's the cleanest and tidies the room up most?
The cleanest? I think we pretty much have an equal share, and I think he's probably cleaned the bathroom more than I have. Otherwise, I guess we pretty much take care of that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, good enough. Guys, off to just a terrific start, and we hope for years to come that you play well and enjoy yourselves and come back to see us. All right, Vince Carter, Tommy Harris, two of the young stars on this Oklahoma team. Stay with us. Sooner Football 2001. We go to third quarter action when we return. Bob, before we get a feel for what was happening at halftime, it's easy to say these are great kids, but you were telling me during the break that these are special guys.
They really are. They're great young people, just excellent students, and they go to class. They do everything correctly. And what's fun when you get a young guys like this playing, what allows them to play is their mental makeup. They're serious people, serious young men that they get into meetings, they're paying attention, they get on the field, they have a lot of pride in how they play. And even though they're young, that mental toughness and that mental edge that they have at a young age allows them to play very well. So they're doing a great job and really going to be exceptional players here.
It's halftime, 10-10, huge game hanging in the balance. What do you talk about?
Well, we're in good shape. It's 10-10. We've played well, really, both sides of the football. We felt, we needed to continue to take care of the football. Not having turnovers. Needed to make some things happen defensively, though we're stopping them. Let's come up with a big turnover. We got to do a better job in the kicking game to create better field position. And felt good in that we would have the wind in the fourth quarter because we deferred, when we won the coin toss. So things were setting up good. We just needed to be able to convert some plays. And, we were close the entire first half to completing some deep balls and getting some, having another touchdown. But felt just stick to what we're doing. We're going to have a chance to win the football game.
All right, let's go back to Lincoln. BCS rankings before this game, Oklahoma #1 and Nebraska was #2. Pick it up third quarter, 1st and 10 at the 20.
We start off getting the football. Here's, again, a designed quarterback run play. Nate does a great job getting the ball upfield for about 20 yards. Great pickup, great blocking. You see him pulls the ball down. We let them chase. They're chasing out on Quentin Griffin with their defensive line, defensive end trying to take him away. So we've got a designed run to combat that. It works. Here we lose the handle on the ball. We've got the receiver open, and we got to catch that ball there. That ball hits us in the chest and bounces off our chest, and they make the interception. There's another difference in the game. Here they run a quick hand reverse to receiver, much like we do, and we lose contain off of the crackback. They crack our safety, and we need to get out there and contain that quicker with our corner, and we don't do it.
It was good for 39 yards, 1st and 10 from the 25.
Here we miss a tackle and allows them to get the ball down deeper. We're going to end up stopping them right here. Good play up inside there by Roy Williams and Brandon Everett. Roy makes the tackle. Here they trying to run a naked. We call that a naked in that he's out by himself, alone. Fakes the run. Great discipline, great tackle in the open field on an excellent runner. Jimmy Wilkerson shows his ability. That's a great play by Jimmy.
Well, big game. You mentioned it earlier. Josh Brown on, 26 yards. It's 13-10 Nebraska, but just what a solid game from Wilkerson.
He played a great game. And you tackle Eric Crouch in the open field, you have to watch him enough on tape to really appreciate that. Here we come, getting the ball outside there to Quentin. Dumping it inside there to Trent Smith. Gets a good pickup, good first down.
13 yards, 1st and 10, 33.
There's a reverse. Again, similar play that they just ran. And they defended. Here comes the blitz. Trying to get a screen out to Quentin that they defend well. Here's a good pickup inside to Trent Smith.
I believe that was...
Nate got shook up on that play. And...
bell rung?
Yeah, just a little bit. He wasn't too far off. He gets back in pretty soon, and he's just a little bit shook. But Jason comes in, does a nice job. Got the sore knee, but we've got it braced up, and he throws a nice ball right there. That ball should have been caught. That's a nice slant. It should have been caught, and this needs to be caught. And another one hits us in the hands. And there's, those you talk about how you need to win these games. You need to catch that ball and get another first down. You're in their territory. Those are plays that you just have to make. If you don't make them, you're not going to win. Sometimes people try and reason and analyze things too much. You just got to make plays when you get an opportunity.
First and 10 at the 12.
Good defense there. Good tackle by Rocky Kalmus, who also made the tackle on our punt team. Good defense again. Rocky Kalmus, once again, you see making the tackle.
We'll see it one more time. Toss.
Watch him penetrate up inside and makes a good tackle in the backfield.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 8.
Here we got his blitz on. He has nowhere to good coverage downfield. Good sack there by Rocky Kalmus and Antonio Perkins.
Big punt here, Bob.
Yes, again, he has the wind, and this is what we were looking for in the first half, and we didn't get it. But he hits the ball well right there, and we're trying to get the ball upfield.
That's a net 67-yard punt.
That was big for them, creating field position.
Well, Nate's settled in here, hasn't he?
Hits a nice ball there to Mark Clayton. There's another designed quarterback run play. Another blitz. Get the ball out to Quentin, and their defender's in good position to make the tackle.
3rd and 5.
Get the ball in to Mark Clayton for a first down.
2nd and 9.
Toss sweep. Throw back to the quarterback. They defended it well. We were looking for their receivers to support the run, and they didn't. So good discipline on their part.
Another 3rd down.
And another ball in our hands that we've got to catch. Again, there isn't nothing you can say about that. Though the defender's fairly close, we still have every opportunity to catch that ball when it hits us in the chest.
Only a 17-yarder here, Bob.
The 4th punt into the wind, and although we forced them to go 3 and out, and they punt the ball back to us, but again, we're losing field position here. That ball hits on the 5, and you believe it doesn't bounce anywhere. It bounces dead sideways, so that's how it goes.
13-10 Nebraska, 4th quarter action coming back.
Diedrich, he's hit. Great tackle in the backfield and knocked down on a great play by Rocky Kalmus. Who else? There's a snap from Ben Painter. Good protection, kicking against the wind. Pretty nice kick. DeJuan Gross takes it at the 24-yard line, and boom, he's knocked down. Rocky Kalmus really hit him there at the 24-yard line.
Welcome back, and Bob, field position is important in any and every big game.
Sometimes you hear us talk about that as coaches, but there's a great illustration how the 3rd quarter, trading punts back and forth a couple of times each. They started their possession about the 12 after that personal foul from their player, and after a couple of different punts back and forth, we have the ball on our own 5-yard line now. So, punting and hitting the ball well as a punter is important, covering them. And then getting some yards, too, on your offense to change position, field position, even if you're not scoring. So, but at this point, we've lost some field position.
All right, let's take a look at the 4th quarter action. Oklahoma now with the win, which is fairly substantial. Pick it up 3rd and 5 at the 12.
And still, we're sitting here now. We've got the wind and feel like, there's a nice pickup on 3rd down, first down, and we're in good shape. We're in a situation here where we got the wind in the 4th quarter, only down 3. There's Nate trying to make something happen, looking downfield. They cover us well. Here's a 3rd down play again that we're a yard short, and we 3rd and 8, and we get 7, and force another punt. You just got to be good enough to get the extra yard and get the first down.
This ends up being a 47-yard punt out of bounds at the 27.
That's a little better with field position. Good tackle, good defense. There they run a counter inside. Again, Brandon Moore with a good tackle.
Diedrich makes it 3rd and 1.
And we stop them. This is a big play. Rocky Kalmus shoots through, and that's a big play on 3rd and 1 to force a punt and give us another shot at it with the wind. Start off good. You get a nice corner route there to Josh Norman. Ball near midfield. Another curl route to Mark Clayton. They're just overthrown a little bit.
2nd and 10 here at the 39. This one also to Clayton.
And just misfire that. You got a little pressure and not able to complete the play.
3rd and 10, converted 3 or 4 in a row here.
Scramble, gets the ball down to Mark Clayton on 3rd down, but that's short. And here we're, hindsight, you wonder should we have kicked it, kicked the field goal. But really, they're into the wind. We got got them pinned on the 3. Our defense has played well all day. So really felt if we could stop them here, there's still 9 minutes to go in the game, felt we were still in great shape. Here they get out on us. And you see Derek straight there, blocked or tackled in the back and blocked in the back, and they didn't feel so. So, they make a good play and get the ball out of the hole. And Roy Williams there with the tackle, and good play by Eric Crouch on that play. And there, good, solid defense inside. Good. This is the third down that we've got 5 people to make the tackle, and they fell Corey Heineke. The initial blow right here glances his face mask, and it's because he did hit it, and that is the rule. Hit it with the way it goes. Just hit it with his hand, trying to penetrate through. So that's the way it goes. Here's the reverse pass, and we just saw it a little bit too late. That's the story of the day. We're about 2-3 steps too late in reacting to it. They execute their reverse pass for a touchdown, and we fell and slipped on us. And threw a bad ball, really, is what happened on us. But there's the game. They get ahead 10, and we still have a fighting chance. We got to get 2 scores, but it's not out of reach. Good option play there by Nate and Quentin.
Good for 8 yards.
There's another quarterback run play, and one defender away from cracking it.
3rd and 2, pickup of the first. This is Josh Norman for 8, 1st and 10 at the 40.
It's slant route. Trying to hit a seam, not able to do it. There's another blitz, well protected, and just a little short on the throw. Here they sack us coming off the corner. And forced to punt in that situation. We hold them, I believe, and now they punt it back to us.
1st and 10 from the 30.
I would have went for it, but it was 3rd and about 30. It wasn't, didn't seem the right situation.
This one incomplete to Norman.
3rd down again. It's over, just not able to complete the corner route. And here they, again, just too much pressure, not able to hold them off anymore, and force us into real long yardage. Nate trying to make something happen, get it down inside, and another drop ball. So got to be able to catch the ball in our offense to have a chance to win. There's Frank Solich and I visiting after the game, and a good hard-fought game, and disappointed we didn't make more plays to have a chance to win it, but again, credit Nebraska for doing so.
So the 20-game win streak ends right there, and Bob, walking up the field, I know there had to be disappointment. Met the media and them were with your team, but you say now after watching the tape, may even sting a little more.
It does. The next day always hurts you a little more when you see the realization of it, and you see how many opportunities you have to win, and when you're used to doing that, and it does sting, and this isn't a feeling we want to get used to. That's for sure. We've forgotten what this was like, and but I also understand too that we've got a great future in front of us this season. We've got a lot to go after. And I look back at our previous couple, our last time that we visited Lincoln, I don't know what it was, 69 or 72 to 7. So we understand where this program is now, and that's the kind of games we're going to be in here at OU. And our future's great, and our future this year is great. We just got to continue to play hard and go after it.
All right, when we come back, talk briefly about Tulsa and also Oklahoma, again, coming out number 3 in AP, number 4 in the coaches poll, and there literally is a lot to play for before it's over, and we'll give you specifics on that when we return. Time now for our OG&E Power Play of the Game.
Holding out the signals from Nebraska 4. Hibble fakes the handoff. Lob pass in the end zone for Smith. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Touchdown. Great throw by Hibble and a great catch by Trent Smith.
OG&E Power at the speed of light. We mentioned a moment ago about having a lot to play for, Bob, and it's pretty simple, really. BCS 1-2 goes and plays for the national championship. If Oklahoma were to win out, it would be hard for you to not be in that top 2.
That may be a possibility and may be likely if that we're fortunate enough for that to happen. I don't know, but I do know if we take care of our business in the Big 12 South, that we've got a chance to win our division and play in that Big 12 championship game and have a chance to win the Big 12 championship. And that will be really where our concentration is and what we want to do first. And if we're fortunate enough for the rest to fall into place, then that'll be better.
Tulsa has struggled briefly, Bob. The Hurricane comes to Norman.
Sure, a game that was scheduled for the September 11th weekend, and you know, good to be playing Tulsa, an in-state school here, and we'll be at home. So we're anxious to get on the field, correct some mistakes, and hopefully play better than we did last week.
That'll be a 2 p.m. kickoff Saturday on the 3rd. Golden Hurricanes struggling over the weekend against San Jose State. And, Bob, in the 30 or 40 seconds remaining, injury-wise, you actually came out of that game. You had a few guys limp off, but you came out pretty well.
Sure, outside of Jason, which is, you know, a significant injury, but hopeful that he'll be able to recover from that. And but outside of that, everyone else, for the most part, you know, will be okay and is fine and really should be ready to compete again this week.
Haven't congratulated you for a loss, but congratulations for the effort and the way your team responded after the loss. It was they were classy.
Well, I appreciate that, Dean. I'm not so sure I want to be congratulated for a loss, but our players understand. They're gonna you know, act with character and class always.
All right, Bob, thanks a lot. We'll hope to see you next week on Sooner Football 2001.
Sooner Football 2001. Brought to you by the Oklahoman Sports Section. We got game. Integris Oklahoma Heart Center. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, where you'll find clean places and friendly faces. Ford and your Oklahoma Ford dealers. National American Insurance Company. Oklahomans working for Oklahomans. Coca-Cola, the official soft drink of the Oklahoma Sooners. Phillips 66, proud sponsor of OU Athletics. Proof again that Phillips 66 is the performance company. OG&E, power at the speed of life. Bank First, helping Oklahoma grow, one community at a time. And by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. When the moment comes, will you have what it takes to finish? Gatorade, is it in you? This has been a Sooner Vision presentation for the Sooner Sports Network in cooperation with Sooner Sports Properties.